The cat is genuinely going like a gold screaming mouth. It's quite funny though.
That's so weird.
Sorry. Sarah Firby.
Hello.
Hello, Sarah Firby. You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
You do. You're like always a ray of sunshine. You're always
You're
just
saying that-
smiley and happy.
Are you saying this because of the amount I just complained about how my hair looks
Yeah.
once I saw it in the camera?
But like, I mean, like, I admire you for it because it's what I'm sitting on my whole life in here, just looking at that, and no one will let me speak because I'm like, oh, I have to be confident because if I'm not, then it's gonna make this really bad.
You don't want to give the impression that this is a beauty game. We're not in the beauty game.
Yeah, comedy is not a beauty
It's
game.
not a beauty game.
No. If anything, it works against you, I think.
I know, well, because we also both came up before there was any other women in comedy.
This is true.
So we were the prettiest by default. And that's not... We have to actually compete.
Damn it.
You know, not that it's a beauty thing, not that that's the competition, but, you know.
What was it? I can't remember. I think it was the awards at the PAV where you won an award. You won an award.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
do
won
that
an award
sometimes.
since 2016 when I shared most improved, and I haven't improved since.
You improved as much as a person can.
I improved that.
And then
that's as good as she's
and then
getting.
stopped.
And I think you did say, I remember a time when the only other the female comedian was Sara-Jade. And I went, woo!
Woo.
And someone went, that's not good.
It truly was the best of times and the worst of times, wasn't it?
Cleaning up.
Clean it up. If someone wanted to make a stab at making a lineup diverse, we had that market cornered. They had no choice.
But
I didn't have to get good at this for years.
It was quite lonely though.
There was a real you never go in the smoking area on your own kind of vibe to comedy then.
It's just me. I've got no backup.
Don't know who you're gonna encounter.
Yeah, that got dark.
Yeah, straight away.
Well, you run gigs as well now. You run coffee.
I do, yeah.
Do you enjoy running a gig?
I do. I think I really love seeing new people developing, especially because I've run a couple of workshops now through Coven, and then getting to put people straight on. I mean, the fact that they want to carry on is very exciting at all, after the workshop, but getting to then sort of put people on at gigs and see them developing is great. I mean, I say all that to sound good, but the best thing about running a gig is you can put on acts that you really want to see, and you watch them for free. That's why any of us do it.
This is true.
That's why any promoter does it. Is just making your favorite comedians put on a little show for you.
Just having pints and then getting paid.
Yeah, and you forget until the day of as well because you're stressed about it, and then it's nice and everything's sorted, and then the show starts and you go, oh, I get to actually watch comedians that I booked because I like them.
Yeah, you say that.
Nice.
It never goes that way though.
Something. It's always something.
It's always something.
But yeah, no, I love the promoting side of it. It's never boring, is it? Never boring.
No, I think comedy in the city is quite a big thing these days. It's a extremely fast grassroots type scene.
Yeah, I think there's a real kind of rising tide lifts all boats kind of thing as well. Like everyone making themselves better because they're seeing other people do it, and not in a competitive way, more just in a there's just so much stage time going around now that people get good really quickly. And they're ready for bigger and better spots and doing different things.
Yeah, I did think that was like, years ago when I started, I think this is probably the best city to start comedy in because there's a lot of gigs and few comedians where you can get a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like when I sort of went to London to do gigs, everyone had just done 5 minutes. No one had done a 15 spot. No one had got paid for anything. Whereas here you can rise quite quickly, but it's just there's not very far to rise.
No, you can rise to the middle.
You can rise to the middle.
You can rise to the middle and then spend maybe 10 years there.
It's a good 10 years, boy.
The underworld's your oyster.
I mean, I'm not going to own a house, but I can pay my rent, okay?
Yeah. And that's all we deserve. I do own my house. I'd just like that on record. I said that down the camera because I mean it.
She does own her house. I know she owns her house.
It's the only thing I've got
It's
going
a
for
big
me.
deal.
It's the only thing I've got going
She
for me.
fucking told
I've got
everybody. I have a house, by the way.
I don't even call it my home. I go, I'm just going to my house that I own.
Who owns a house? That's crazy, though. You're like, my God.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for...
I mean, I didn't pay for it, but you know.
I'm still
it's
waiting
my
for
name on it.
several relatives to die, and not just the parents, till I get the house.
I know.
That's terrible, isn't it? That's big. It's true. That's how you know. That's got political. Oh, Jesus.
That's what. That's your politics.
You can't own a fucking house.
No, I think it is a weird age you get to where you're counting on people dying. You're counting on people dying for the next 20 years to pan out how you want them
I never
to.
thought about it because I'm so working class. I just went, I'm not gonna get anything. And then my mum went, you know, I own my house, and I was like, oh fuck,
You got secret millionaires.
fucking hell! I didn't even think you owed that shit. I don't want it.
I know. You do kind of go like yeah. I think we're from sort of similar backgrounds, and my parents. I'm like, well, I'm not paying for your shit if you die. Like, I'm not taking on whatever weird debt you.
It's gonna be weird. You don't own
What's
that
your
house, right?
problem?
I'm gonna have to pay for that. There's no way. Yeah, didn't even consider that would be an inheritance. It's terrible. Well, let's go to comedy because people's financials
Home ownership is
are
a
more
weird
rooted
topic.
into this. I don't even know why they do, but some of them do.
Freaks.
What was your first gig?
My first gig was a pavilion.
Ah,
Yeah. There was a pavilion. I did 5 minutes at the pavilion, and it actually happened, weirdly, it happened to be when my mum was visiting. And we had gone to Streamville Farm earlier that day, so that was a nice distraction.
Aw.
Went to the little petting farm and hugged some puppies and things. That, like, it shows how, groundbreaking that first spot was, that's always the thing I remember about that day. It was like, I held a chick. I held a chick in my hands. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I think I've found the community very welcoming from the start, and that's what makes all the difference, really, isn't it? Like you said, best place to start comedy because everyone knows each other. Everyone, I think, pretty much supports each other as well.
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, because there's nothing to compete for.
Yeah, it was like someone was fighting with someone, and I was like, guys,
they're not taking a TV spot from you. It's like
the grounds are so low. Like, what's the issue?
The stakes could not be lower. But yeah, I found it really welcoming and lovely from the start, and it was said, partly because you were there.
We're cleaning up.
My little ingenue baby hand.
Ingenue baby.
Ingenue baby hand. Yep. We could keep our hands held.
Your hands are really warm.
Yeah, I've got hot hands. Yeah.
You got hot hands?
Because they're small. They stay hot really easily.
So was it good for you?
I think so. I think I've always been, and this is the thing I still have, is I'm really bad. It's only like I feel like in the last year where I can actually tell properly if people are laughing and where they're laughing, well enough to actually improve the bit. Because I think for the first couple of years, all that's in my head is get through it, don't mess up your lines.
I think I kind of.
And I'm just trying to
It's only afterwards that I go,
You come off stage and you go,
think about it afterwards.
I didn't hear any noise from them. That can't be good.
I don't think I've ever
The
seen
audience
you
didn't
do
make any sounds. Oh, I've had some stinkers.
What was the stinker of the stinkers?
I've done 20 minutes to silence. That was, like silent. I was doing support for someone, so that's, you expect it, it's like, they're not there for you.
Can't.
They're mildly annoyed that you're
I
even
can't
there.
understand
so
how you could
fine.
get 20 minutes of silence.
I don't know how you have 20 minutes.
That's not what I meant. I was like, 20 minutes of silence.
Yeah, silence.
Even at the dog poo.
But it's especially dog. But you come up. It's always those ones that you come off. Like it was like a polite silence. You know what I mean? It wasn't hostile. They would just weren't making a sound. And then you're like stood outside, like smoking away your sorrows in the break, and people come and go, "Oh, you were really good. That was really good." Like,
Was it?
then laugh.
I did, the worst one I ever did was like, it was time when just like, I think it was in the pub and everyone was dying. Like everyone was dying. It was just a terrible audience. They were just there to be Marty. And I lost my shit on stage. And I think I may have screamed, "This isn't us. This is you."
I feel like you're always a good person. You really have a knack for bringing crowds back round, though.
Well, because I usually, the only way is to do it is to point out their shitness. And
Yeah.
that usually makes them laugh.
I think you have like a granny getting mad at everyone that they're not getting along on Christmas kind of, you know, you have like that kind of authority.
Right, guys.
Where you come out and they go, "Oh God, we don't want to upset her. She'll have a medical episode."
That is the air I go for.
Yeah.
Don't upset her. It'll be a medical problem.
Come on. No, I've seen several gigs where everyone's having a tough time until you come on and go, "Come on now, what are you doing? Come on,
Why are you being like
and
this?
then it's fine after that.
You came out here. We didn't come to you.
Dead.
We didn't come to you. You came here. Why you being?
I didn't ask for this.
I have better things to do. Yeah, I think it'd be direct.
Yeah.
And
Just
it'd make
give
them
them a telling
uncomfortable. Why are you not laughing?
That was too effective.
See?
Oh, I really thought I was in trouble then. Sorry.
I do have great mad bitch energy.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I scare people into laughing at gigs.
See, I think that's what I need more of.
Scare into obedience.
Need that authority.
Authoritarian.
I'm not. I'm just tall.
Oh, yeah.
People think I am, and then they hear me apologise 30 times in one sentence, and they're like,
she's tall.
"Oh, she doesn't know what she's at."
She's just tall.
Not an authority. She's just
Like that
big.
Kate Blanchett thing.
Yeah.
Is she a good actress or is she just,
She's just
tall?
tall. Just tall.
Might just be tall. That's why I've always been jealous of tall people, though.
The natural authority.
Natural authority. Whereas, like, I have to shout up for a long time. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Little My and the Moomins.
Yeah, that is what it is. I've been, like, doing the, like, front of house at the door sometimes, and people have been talking over me, and I'd be like, nobody's getting in. Go, nobody's doing.
See, doing the door, 'cause, you know, we generally do the door at our own gigs. I feel that is the only place where that something just comes over me.
Hey.
And you know, when people do, they're like, and you say, "Oh, sorry, it's sold out. Sorry, it's sold out." And they go, "Oh, could you not fit me in?" And I go, "No."
I buckle very
That's the-
quickly. I've seen it a few times. You are very, like,
I'm a shusher too.
no.
I'll shush.
Shh.
Shh. There's, I think it was Ronan and Alan who maybe witnessed it, but there was a time where I leaned back to someone during a gig and went, "Could you stop talking? It's really annoying." And I don't know why they've always found that hilarious, but I feel like that's just stuck with them. Like, yeah.
I was on stage a couple once, and I seen you shush. Which was really hard for me not to laugh at the time because there was someone talking at the side and you were at the back and I see you go direct the shush.
Did I do this?
You went, shh. Shh. I was like,
Well, that was for you. You're on stage. That
I
was
was
for
like,
you.
oh, that was
I'm like, shh, I want to hear
didn't
Sara-Jade.
want to speak
I want to hear
up.
Sara-Jade and nobody else.
very harsh. Shh. Well, we've learned so much about you.
Well, that I hate fun.
Well, you emceed mine and Claire's gig, and I
did. That was
watched it
great
back
fun.
recently. You were fantastic.
That was lovely fun. I enjoyed that show so much. And I don't MC very often because it's terrifying.
It is. I really don't want to.
It's a whole. I think it's a whole different
It's a whole thing.
discipline as well. Like it's not like, oh, I'll just do stand up, but you know, on and on. It's a totally different thing that I never thought I would enjoy as much as that. But I think everyone was so psyched to see yours and Claire's show as well that it was one of those ones where you can just kind of prod them a little
You
bit.
were great. It was really, really
and
good.
everyone's happy. I mean, to be fair, it was a little bit of a cheat that the first person I spoke to in the audience was like, "I'm here with a guy I met today on Gumtree because I was buying exercise equipment from him."
And then she had the exercise.
She had the hold of the dumbbell, like, see?
Because I sort of missed that because I was backstage and then when I was watching it back, I was like, oh, she actually had the, like, they just
Yeah.
done the deal and went, should we do something?
But when you're nervous about like, I'm not used to crowd work, I'm gonna have to do some crowd work, and then literally the first person you call on, you go, "How do you know each other?" And they go, "Oh, it's a batshit story." You're like,
yes, thank you.
I don't even need to add anything to this. But
Yeah,
that was really good fun. That was a
Yeah,
great
because
show.
the worst one is when you're like, how do you know each other? And they go, oh, we're married. Or they are like, and they seem really unhappy about it.
You go,
And you
"We're
don't
just
want
friends. We're just friends."
You don't want to highlight that.
We
You
just
don't
know
want
each
to go,
other.
oh, really? Do you want to not be anymore?
Did you ever want to be?
Good crack, guys.
It's worse when it's like a group. I think a bigger group of friends where it's like, I think those are the things where it's really too complicated to explain. You know, where it's like, well, I live with them and they're friends with them and they said that they wanted to come, but I brought, you know, and it's like, but then that translates into you just say, how do you know each other? And they go, just friends. Like, great.
What do you
Count. It's a different stuff. I don't know why I'm mad at people who've paid tickets to see comedy, not wanting to share every detail of their
easy
life.
out. Like, you're like, this is on you.
Yeah.
Get in the you.
Always
When you
blame
come
the
here,
audience.
Think of a better job and a better relationship
get
to
your
the person
patter.
you come with.
Get your material straight before you sit in my audience.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. Yeah, that's the comedian. Just blame everybody else for your shit work.
Everyone else.
Fuck. Well, thanks very much, Sarah.
Thank
Firby,
you.
and your glorious hair.
Thank you.
Which I
And I'm
genuinely think
matching
is glorious.
outfits.
It's glorious. It's so healthy. It's not like my hair.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I've never dyed it, you see. That's all it is.
I've got to dye mine all the time.
That's all it is.
Great. These days, don't have.
Mine are just one at a time. One big white branch.
I think mine's just kind of gone fair, and I don't suit my hair fair, so I dye it darker, and then I look grey. Or as my older sister said,
It's still going.
it makes her feel sick. It's like, what?
That's too strong a reaction to any hair.
I was like, what do you mean?
Any
Like, I
hair.
don't know, I can see your scalp. It makes me feel sick. And on that
Sisters.
note, women, eh? So over the top. Or not at all. I feel like we're very chill.
we done?
Well, I don't know. I just keep going until someone comes in and tells me to end.
I'll just lift my top so it has to stop.
Hey, we're the Blues Brothers. We're the Blues Sisters. If you want to see comedy, come down to the Accidental Theatre. If you want to get tickets to that, go to accidentaltheatre.co.uk. Search the Accidental Comedy Club. You want to sing?
Online?
Online? I don't know. You can see it online. You can see it online. You can bring your tins. You can see a lot of women in blue.